This is the ML Ops roadmap, every single box on it. It starts with foundations, version control, the languages and pipelines, then the model itself, the maths and the frameworks you train with, then infrastructure, cloud, containers, and infrastructure as code, then data engineering, pipelines, lakes, and live streams, then operations, scheduling it and watching it after launch, and then the frontiers, running on devices and explaining the answers. 12 stages, 33 tools, we are going to do every one. One definition first, then we walk the map. ML Ops is DevOps, pointed at models instead of only code. Data and weights too, because a notebook that scores well is not a product. This is everything after it. And the roadmap is honest about one thing. It expects you to know DevOps first. Step 1 of 12. Version control systems, the very first box on the map. What it is, recording every change to code, to data, and to models, why you need it, so you can reproduce any past result and roll back fast. Git is the history itself. Every branch, every diff, every rollback. GitHub hosts that history, reviews the changes, and triggers the builds. And DVC versions the big datasets and models without bloating Git. Step 2, programming fundamentals. Still foundations, still not modeling yet. What it is, the languages you actually build the plumbing in, why you need it. To turn a notebook into something that runs unattended. Bash glues the machine together, cron jobs, scripts, and containers. Python is the default language for models and pipelines. SQL pulls the data out and reshapes it before training. And Go writes fast-serving code and internal command line tools. Step 3, CI and CD, the last of the 3 foundation stages. What it is, building, testing, and deploying automatically on every change, why you need it, so a model ships the same way every time. No manual steps. GitLab builds the pipeline into the same place as your repo. Jenkins is self-hosted and plugin heavy, and it is still everywhere. GitHub Actions keeps workflows right next to your code. And CML posts the model's metrics straight into the pull request. Step 4, and the big one, machine learning fundamentals. One box, enormous inside. What it is, the modeling knowledge the whole discipline exists to serve. Why you need it. Because you cannot operate a model you do not understand. 4 subtopics first. Things you learn, not things you install. Then scikit-learn for classical models with the API everyone copies. TensorFlow brings deep learning with production serving built-in. PyTorch is the one research writes first. And MLflow tracks experiments, registers models, and compares runs. Step 5, cloud computing. We have moved into the infrastructure phase now. What it is, renting the machines instead of owning them, why you need it. Train on GPUs you do not own, and scale serving on demand. AWS, Azure, or GCP rent you raw compute, storage, and GPUs. On top of them sit the managed services. SageMaker, Vertex, and Azure ML. Those handle training jobs and serving endpoints, so you build less yourself. Step 6, containerization. It sits right after cloud, and for a good reason. What it is, packaging the model with everything it needs to run, why you need it. The same image runs on your laptop and in production. Docker packages the model with its exact dependencies. One image that runs the same everywhere. Kubernetes runs many copies of that image, restarts the ones that die, and scales them with demand. Step 7, infrastructure as code. The last of the infrastructure boxes. What it is, your servers and clusters described in files, not clicks, why you need it. To rebuild the entire environment from scratch identically. Terraform declares the cloud resources you want to exist, clusters, buckets, networks, all written as files. Run it, and the cloud is made to match. Ansible then configures what runs inside those machines. Packages, users, and settings, identical on every box. Step 8, data engineering fundamentals, big enough to be its own phase. What it is, getting the right data to the model on time, why you need it. Most production model failures are really data failures. Pipelines, lakes, and ingestion are topics to learn first. Then Spark, for big batch jobs over historical data. Kafka carries a stream of events as they happen, and Flink processes those streams with state, counting and joining while the data is still moving. Step 9, orchestration and deployment, operations begins here. What it is, scheduling the steps and getting the model live, why you need it. So retraining runs on its own in the right order overnight. Airflow schedules the steps, keeps them in order, and retries the failures. The default choice here. Kubeflow is the same idea, native to Kubernetes, where every step runs as its own container. Step 10, monitoring and observability, the other half of operations. What it is, watching the model and the system after launch, why you need it, to catch drift and breakage before a user reports it. Prometheus collects the metrics, from the model and from the machine underneath it. Grafana turns them into dashboards you can actually read, and when a number crosses a line you set, it alerts you. Step 11, Edge AI. We are into the frontier stages now. What it is, running the model on the device instead of a server, why you need it. Low latency, it works offline, and the data never leaves. TF Lite shrinks a model until it runs on a phone or a sensor. PyTorch Mobile does the same job from the PyTorch side, and Jetson is NVIDIA hardware, a small board built to run models at the edge. Step 12, the last one, explainable AI, and then we are done. What it is, showing why the model produced the answer it did, why you need it, for debugging, for trust, and for answering a regulator. Lime explains one single prediction at a time, why this input got this answer. SHAP scores how much each feature contributed to the result. Together, they turn a black box into something you can defend. That is all 12 stages and every tool on the map. The roadmap points at 3 more after this: Python, DevOps, and machine learning. But here is the honest version. Nobody learns 12 stages in order, then starts working. Pick the stage nearest your actual problem, learn just that, and ship something.